Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian, and today I got a game called Piñata. Piñata is a two-player card game designed by Stephen Glenn and published by Rio Grande Games. In the strategy game, players lay down their cards trying to get candy. Once a player has enough candy of the same color, they get a medal. The first player to get 3 medals wins. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to go for the right candy and take home the most medals in Piñata. To set up, you place the 4 piñata mats out on the table. It doesn't really matter which side it's on right now. There are 2 sides. I like doing it every other one, so this one you're trying to go the lowest for 1, highest for 2, lowest for 3, and 4. Then you take the candy bag and lay out the number of candies on. So 1 on 1, 2 on 2, 3 on 3, and 4 on 4. Then you set this aside. Then you lay out the medal cards within reach of all players. Put them off to the side. Then you take the deck and you deal 8 cards to each player. These are number cards. They will be using these to play on the piñata mats later in the game. And then you set the deck here to form the draw and then the discard piles. Now you are ready to begin. On your turn, you will only be able to play cards on the colors of the candies. So if you wanted to play here, you can only play yellows. Here you can play reds and greens, purples and reds and pinks. There are also white cards, which are used as wilds. So, on my turn, you're going for low yellows. I might want to play that. And then you draw. Add it to your hand. Then it is the next player's turn. Play goes on until one player has enough candies. So if this player had 7 red candies, they would get this medal. 6 green candies, 5 purple candies, 4 pink, and 3 yellow. Once a player has 3 medals, he or she wins. So, if it was the next player's turn, they would like to play. They probably wouldn't want to play on this one because that would cause the other person to win. So go with something higher. High number. Let's go with the 4. This goes there. Then they draw. Then the next player's turn, they have another yellow. So let's say they want to play here. Once you have enough accounted on your side, you can start playing on the other player's side, making it easier for you to win. Once each player has 1 or however many cards, you take the discards and then you take the cards and then you compare them. These ones, you would add them, but this one's only 1, so you take account for the card. This player had the 1, this player had the 2, this one's lower, so they would get the candy. You put those in the discard, you flip this tile over, and then you put another candy or candies on it. And then, as normal, it is the next player's turn. Then it's this player's turn. Well, this player's turn. 5. Wilds, you don't have to say what color they are, so it still lets you play the most amount of cards. They have a high red, so they play that. And this player, they have a low green, so they play that on him. So then this player wins. He gets the candies. These are discarded. And then you get the new candies. And you flip it over. When the drop pile is depleted, you shuffle it back. You have to get the number of candies on the cards. We were confused at first how the numbers, the highest one in green goes to 6, the highest one in yellow goes to 3, and the highest in red goes to 7. So pretty different numbers involved. Play goes back and forth until one player has 3 medals. And that's how you play Piñata. Okay, we've got my dad here for our parents' opinion. So Dad, what do you think of Piñata?
Piñata is a very fun game. It's very similar to an older game called Balloon Cup. There's also some similarities with Lost Cities. But I really like this one because it's a little bit more family-friendly. The artwork is good, and the Piñata theme works really well, and the kids like the little candies.
That is true. Components, the nice cardboard mats, the cards, and then the candies, the wooden candies, and the cloth bag.
Yeah, the little cloth bag makes it nice so you can randomly pull out the candies, and the candies are nice, little pieces of wooden candies, and so they did a really good job. Oh, and the mats are thick cardboard, so those are really well done.
Artworks, I love the artwork. It's really good.
Yeah, the artwork is cute. It's fun, catches the eye, and so I like the artwork better of this game as opposed to the two that I mentioned before.
Gameplay's pretty easy. You play a card, and then you try to build up, flip it over, get the candies, get a medal. There's a bit of strategy in there, but the kids still love it.
Yeah, there's the strategy you mentioned before about the numbers. So some of the colors, usually the colors that have the higher numbers,
there are more.
The numbers are higher, right?
Yeah, since the numbers go higher, there are more cards. Therefore, it's easier to get them, but it's harder because you need more to get the medal.
Yeah, so for the older kids and for the adults, that plays a role. The younger kids, I don't think they really care or they really pay attention. They just like matching the colors. I would say the box says 13 plus for ages. My 4-year-old loves this game, so I wouldn't hold the box to that. It also says 45 minutes. Once the two players have the hang of it, it's a real quick game, maybe 20 minutes max.
Really, really easy for kids. Like I said, play down, flip, get candies, draw a medal.
On the 4 mat, when you got 4 on each side, the stakes are a little bit higher, and so the players will play on their own side more. I've noticed, as you showed earlier, a lot of times the strategy to get on your side so that you can then play on the other side, that happens more with the lower numbers. And maybe a player won't play on that board because he doesn't care, he doesn't want that color at all. And that kind of forces your opponent to use a turn to lay that card down. But yeah, with the bigger numbers, the 3s and the 4s, they tend to battle out a little bit more, and you're playing on your own side, trying to get either the highest or the lowest.
Overall, I think it's a really good game. The components are really nice. The artwork is wonderful. Gameplay, easy. Strategy, it has a bit of strategy in there. Very easy for kids. I really like Piñata.
Yeah, Piñata is a great game for us. We obviously like 2-player games, and so it's a quick one.
Usually just me and you.
Right, but the younger kids can play this one too. So it's a real good strategic game, real short, so it could be a filler-type game we're playing before everybody gets to your game night. Real small package. We picked this one up at Gen Con and saw it. We really liked it, so we picked it up, added it to our collection.
Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. I am Brian. This is my dad. Please like us on our Facebook. Please tweet us at Brian's Got Game. See you next time.